Like I said earlier, hide your aunties,
Ooh.
hide your mamas, and some of y'all hide your grannies.
I'm just trying to figure out how they got waivers. Like, you know, you can't just put anybody in a documentary.
You know, it wasn't no damn waivers.
I want to see.
This was like this.
I want to see what happened.
Well, first of all, before we even get into the topic, as y'all can see today, I'm repping the Southwest Hue edition tee. So this time I'm gonna flip the Southwest from Southwest Houston to the original SWATs, the Southwest ATL.
The original SWATs.
The original SWAT, Southwest ATL, Atlanta, or whatever. We talking about the Freaknik, which was down in Atlanta. And then Dani Rai, she is rocking the Third Ward, which is one of our most, lately, one of our most popular hues that's been selling out in the city.
Because we do business
in the Trey. Yes, sir. You know, black business, you know what I mean? Third Ward, Trey. Shout out to the Alameda Strip, the Alameda Block. Shout out to Emancipation, you know, where we all be at in the Trey. You know what I mean? That's our strip right there. So we got to represent. But back to the topic at hand. Once upon a time, not long ago, before OnlyFans, before IG, before there was camera phones.
Hell, before the Kappa Beach Party.
Before the Kappa Beach Party. Some of y'all might be indicted when they come out with that Kappa Beach Party documents. You know what? You know, ooh, I hope none of that footage comes out personally.
I know you don't, because that was our era.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was out there. We was outside, as they say. And so Hulu is about to produce a documentary about, you know.
And why Hulu? Why? Why Hulu?
That's a good ass question, because I'm seeing, like, it looks like lately Hulu has really been targeting, like, a certain demographic of our people. Niggas. So, like... And some of the stuff is actually really dope. So I see that they're like, you know, they have the Wu-Tang series, which is really dope. I'm really enjoying that. It just finished. I love that. You know, they got Snowfall, which is kind of an FX show, but they're, you know, showing it on Hulu. Last week they dropped the a part of the New York Times series, the documentary on Jay Dilla. And then now this week we got the Freaknik documentary first. I think specifically the years 94 and 95. All y'all people out there,
Thank God I was 10 years old.
Please.
Thank God. Thank God.
So yeah, so she was a little bit too young. She missed it. Yeah. But you don't know. Hey man, hey. I mean, I don't know. I'll try to imagine like if that was happening during the social media era, would people even really care? Because I mean, people do stuff for the cam all day, like you know what I mean. But I mean,
what's gonna happen is, you know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of like, I don't know, aunties or grandmothers. Which one?
Both. Because some of these women is grandmothers now.
Explaining to do. You know what I'm saying? The kid's gonna be like, wow, and you tried to tell me, and you trying to, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna backfire. I don't know. We gotta see, because I'm still of the belief that you can't just fully expose. Maybe their face will be blurred a little bit, so you can't see exactly who it is. It's gonna be interesting.
Hey man, shout out to all the original twerkers out there. So y'all think y'all twerking in 2023? This documentary is gonna show y'all partially where it came from.
But like, keep it 100 though. Even when I see clips of the Freaknik, nobody's really like ass naked like they would be now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had on clothes like mini skirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mostly
mini
Daisy
skirts.
Dukes.
Daisy Dukes. Yeah, nobody. What? That's nothing. So I don't think it's gonna be as much of a threat. You know, it's probably gonna look like, it's gonna look dated. It's gonna be like, why is she doing that? You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna be like nasty, like complete ratchetness.
No, there was some of that going on. That's what people are scared about.
We'll see.
Because it did get pretty ratchet, and there were some pictures that surfaced recently in lieu of the upcoming documentary. And I'm not sure if they were from Freaknik or from the Kappa Beach Party or from Daytona Beach or any of these types of functions where like it was busting it wide open. And actually, I remember actually seeing footage back in my backside. Mind you, you know, I'm a spoken for man now or whatever. So let me qualify for that. But in my backsliding days, I saw some footage of it getting busted wide open on camera during one of these functions.
What Kim said, I'm not the one you sleep with. Eat quick. You want a freak? Go down the Freaknik.
You want a cheap trick? Better go down the Freaknik.
Yeah. Okay, Kim.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how big the event was, because even when that lyric came out, you know, the event had pretty much been, it was kind of on this like downslide. It was on the down. It wasn't.
It had to be, because I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Which means I had no business knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it was on the downside because I remember that particular lyric, but I don't remember, you know, like knowing a lot about the Freaknik other than, you know, I knew Cabo Beach Party, and from what I heard, that's kind of like, I think the Cabo Beach Party was kind of like made with the idea of, you know, Freaknik.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, this is like groups of folks, I guess officially stamped and organized by like different HBCUs. So
how did the Freaknik get started, Savvi?
Yeah, so the Freaknik, it did. Oh, how you know? I know.
Because you Mr. Poindexter sometimes when it comes to
yeah,
research.
I do go by Poindex. Yeah, that's, I don't have the nerd aspect of me. You know what I mean? And so, but you know, you got to know, you know, the history of stuff, right? So you want to know where it came from. And so Freaknik did start actually in the '80s. So it got to its height like in the mid '90s. But to my understanding, it started in like 1983 or 1984. And one of the main founders was this sister. I think her name was Sharon Turner, who was a Spelman student at the time. I think she graduated from Spelman in '86. But so essentially, the event started as a very wholesome event. So which is basically exactly right. So
it gets niggified.
Yeah. So the niggonometry was at an all-time high. Niggas wasn't in. I'm sorry, folks wasn't in trigonometry. They was doing the niggonometry when it came to the latter years because when things grow, right, and you know you can't really, and it's not super organized. You can't contain like who comes and who doesn't come. But it was just basically like students who were in the AUC, the different colleges in the AUC like Spelman, Atlanta, and Clark, who were not able to go home during the spring break time.
You know
so they decided to come together.
Your intentions are what you call something, right? So if you never intended for it to turn into this freaky situation, why would you call it Freaknik?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, I don't want to say manifesting, but you're kind of putting certain energy out into the universe, right? And so, and that name probably is what kind of helped it like spread like wildfire, and then made it like an uncontrollable fire after a certain amount of time. But initially it was just straight like college students who were going
for wholesome fun.
That's right. Yeah, the brothers there were some good wholesome brothers. They were going there for Bible study, and so
Bible study.
Yeah.
Okay, hey girl, I'm about to go to Bible study at the Freaknik. What?
Yeah, that
doesn't even sound. That doesn't sound at all like that makes sense.
I was being facetious.
Oh, okay. I thought you was being for real.
But no, but the thing is, so here's the thing. So, and why I say that is because I was being sarcastic and being tongue in cheek. I was being tongue in cheek intentionally. But when things start kind of getting out of hand, like there are certain folks who know how to contain themselves and like they know how to act in the presence of women, even women who might be out there, throwing it. Pee-popping, sexualizing themselves, but they're cool about it. Like, it's okay, I've seen women before, whatever, that's not a big deal. But when you kind of get people who come out there...
5% of all men, of the whole men
Only 5%? Really?
Yes.
That's all we get?
It's like
we can't even get 20%?
Of the men population.
We can't even get the 80-20 rule? We can't get 20%?
Okay, fine. 10%. It's like 10% of men.
I'm not finna do this with you.
It's like 10% of men that would be like, that's cool, ma. You look good. You doing your thing. I appreciate, whatever, and move on. Like, because even the ones that seem to be completely like, oh, no, I'm good. I see low key be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what's wrong with them just saying, give me your number or whatever? But to me, it's like, I think there's a line, right? Asking for somebody's number, trying to holler at them is one thing, but like actually physically assaulting somebody.
Well, if we're talking about that level of aggression.
Oh, yeah, that's what started happening. That's what made it kind of like crazy. Because
70%.
Okay, thank you. I was like, damn, you can't even get 10%. That's
70% of men might pass. Okay. 60% of men might pass up on that opportunity to be physically aggressive to a woman who's half naked.
Okay, I'm gonna let you cook.